Good morning and welcome to Playa Venao, one of my absolute favorite places in Panama. Here we go. So there's a good reason for me looking as sunburnt as I do. I finally got some proper surf, some good waves, some good caliber, almost heavy surf. Not too heavy, but just what I've been missing. In essence, Playa Venao is one of the ideal places for surfers here in Panama, well, as far as I'm concerned. Bocas del Toro would be one, Santa Catalina would be another one, which is what my past episode was about. I wasn't there in time for good surf, but hopefully I get Bocas del Toro in a couple of weeks with good swell on it. It's good to get some good surf in Playa Venao. What can I say about this place? Playa Venao is not the most developed area in the area of the Azuero Peninsula. It's a bit of a far reach, it's a lot of driving, but the good news is the roads were a deterrent before. Now they've paved a whole massive section of the poor roads that were leading here. So there's a new gas station here, which is good because you had to kind of like gas up before coming all the way down here before. Now there's a gas station right outside of the beach, so that's another good thing. There are lots and lots of hotels, hostels, and lots of land and potential for development on this side. So I think as time passes it will get more and more developed. So I had big plans for this mission where Louise was supposed to come along, and I know you would have met Louise in a couple of vlogs back. He was supposed to come along, and lo and behold, the day before we were supposed to leave to come here, COVID hit him. So he's resting up at home. Thankfully, his symptoms are not too extreme for him. I mean, he's a young, strong boy, so he will get past it quickly. So I just had to make it a solo mission. A lot of what I wanted to do and a lot of the people that I was supposed to meet here, they aren't here. Like Agus, who's on the pro surfing circuit for Panama. Right now he's in El Salvador competing. There's a surf shop here with boards, clothing, sunglasses, sunblock if you're on boards. Rented, there's that too. And the surf store is run none other than the legendary Playa Venao Fufo. Yeah, that's the man himself. And he actually opened a bar recently. It got affected by COVID, but I think he's going to open up like next month. And we're going to do some filming for him as well to kind of help promote the bar. So with all that good stuff in mind, personally I wouldn't mind getting a piece of land somewhere overlooking the ocean, building something here. Even if I'm not living here, it would be nice to have something like that to come and stay. Speaking of having property in Panama, be sure to check out my sponsor's YouTube channel and website to see what properties there are here in Panama to be had. They have hundreds of properties available. Houses, pieces of land all over Panama. Depending on what you're looking for, depending on where you're looking for, if it's a beach side, if it's mountains, countryside, you name it, they've got it. So if there's something specific that you'd like to get or know about or purchase, you can email me at richard@ipreinfo.com and we'll get right back to you with a relocation guide and a couple properties that may interest you. So be sure to send me that email. So conditions are picking up again, and I think I'll head back out for another session. I'm a bit surfed out. My body is aching, my skin is burnt. I don't have sunblock today. Talk about being ill prepared, but I'm definitely getting back out there. I'm gonna make the most of it. The beach is really big, so I mean really big. You have parts for people who are beginning to surf, you have parts for people who are a little more advanced, and there's a middle part of the beach where the intermediate surfers go. Sometimes that switches up depending on the tide, and of course this has a drastic tide as Santa Catalina, it being on the Pacific. When the tide goes really low, it gets almost unsurfable, and then when the tide gets really high, it kind of gets fat a bit. So just when it's rising or just when it's falling is perfect for really good surf. One of the things that surprised me here most in Playa Venao is how many female surfers there are. That's not something you see a lot in Trinidad. I know maximum 3 female surfers in Trinidad over the time that I've been surfing since I was 17 or so. I think today there were no less than 8 girls in the lineup. So that's pretty cool, and they were charging, like they were paddling circles around me. And that's a wrap, folks. I'm gonna try to get back out there and get some surf now until the sun sets. So like, share it around, and on to the next location. Let's do this.